Hello students, in this section we will see the examples on a principle of inclusion exclusion. So next examples on a principle of inclusion exclusion. So suppose that 100 out of 120 mathematics students at a college take at least one of the three languages: French language, German language and Russian language. Also suppose 65 study French, 20 study French and German, 45 study German, 5 study French and Russian, 42 Russian and 15 study German and Russian. Okay, so all these are information is given in this example. First question: find the number of students who study all the three languages. Filling correct number of students in each region of Venn diagram and determine the number of students who study exactly one language and second exactly two language. Okay, so total how many languages in this question, because we need to understand the how many languages in this question, because we after the understanding the how many languages, so we will decide how many sets we need to define here. Okay, so there are three languages, so here we need three sets: F set of French learning students, T set of German learning students, R set contains set of Russian learning students. Okay, so F means how many students learning French, so total 65 students learning French. Okay, next how many students learning second set, how many students learning German, so there are 45 students learning German. And how many students learning Russian? 42 students. Means F, coordinate of F, coordinate of T and coordinate of R. Next, how many students are learning French and German? There are 20 students. How many students learning French and Russian? There are 25 students. And how many students are learning German and Russian? 15 students. Means coordinate of J intersection R. So this is given in question. All these things given in principle. So now we will use the principle of inclusion exclusion. What is the principle of inclusion exclusion for three sets? So coordinate of F union, how to apply on this question? So there are three sets: F union J union R equals to coordinate of F plus coordinate of J plus coordinate of R minus coordinate of F intersection J minus coordinate of F intersection R minus coordinate of J intersection R plus coordinate of F intersection J intersection R. Okay, so here total how many students? Suppose then 100 out of 120 mathematical students. So how many students involved? 100 students involved out of 120. So means here we consider only 100 because those students are involved. Okay, next equals to 65, 45, all this information is given, but which information is not given here? So how many students which are learning all the three languages? So here we need to first find out the how many students learning all three languages. Okay, so after putting the value in principle of inclusion exclusion, we will get the how many students which are learning all the three languages. There are 8 students, total 8 students. Okay, next from the given value we will fill the all the value within the Venn diagram. So the total number of people who studying all the three languages, coordinate of F intersection J intersection R equals to 8. Okay, here we already find. Next, to fill the diagram. Okay, so suppose these are the two sets. Okay, F set, this is the J set, German set, and this is Russian language set. Okay, so how many students learning all three languages? There are 8 students. This is a place for all the three languages. So write down here 8. Okay, so next thing, how many students which are learning French and German? 20 minus 8, 12. So So write down here 12. Okay. So next, how many students are learning French and Russian? So there are total 25. 25 minus 8, 17. Here write down 70. Next, how many students learning German and Russian? 15. 15 minus 8, 7. 15 minus 8, 7. So now after that we subtract the value of current of F minus current of F minus 12 minus 8 minus 17. So write down here 28. Current of J minus 12 minus 8 minus 7, 18. And current of R minus 17 minus 8 minus 7, answer is 10. Okay. So all this value we are fill here. Okay. So next question, number of students who study exactly one language. So this shaded region is answer. Shaded region is answer, means 28 plus 18 plus 10 means exactly one language, only one language study. So total 56 students study exactly one language. Next question, number of students who studying exactly two languages. So this shaded region answer for the given question, 12 plus 17 plus 7, 26, 36. So okay. So this type of questions will be asked in exam. So you solve clearly first to clear the concept. Okay. So if you have clear the concept, the value in exam only value change. Only value change and language change, maybe change. Okay. So that time if your concept is clear, you can easily solve this type of questions. Okay. Second question, out of integers 1 to 1000. Okay, we have already learned study same type of question in previous section, 1 to 500. In the previous questions 1 to 500 integers, but in these examples there are 1 to 1000 integers. How many integers? 1 to 1000. Okay. So how many are not divisible by 3, nor by 5, nor by 7? Okay. How, second question, how many are not divisible by 5 and 7 but divisible by 3? Okay. So total how many numbers here? 3, 5 and 7, means we need here to consider the 3 sets, to define the 3 sets. Okay. A set which contains the set of integers divisible by 3, divisible by 3. Second set, B set of integers divisible by 5, and third set is set of integers divisible by 7. Okay. So how to calculate quality of A, means how many numbers which are divisible by 3, 1 to 1000. So quality of A equals to 1000 divided by 3. Okay. Answer is 333. This quality of A. Okay. Second, how many numbers which are divisible by 5? Total how many numbers? 1000 numbers divisible by 5. Okay. Answer is 200. Quantity of B is 200. And third, quantity of C equals to 1000 divisible by 7. Answer is 142. So same way we have find in previous question. Okay. So just we have applied the same step here. Next step, so how many numbers which are divisible by 3 and 5? That means A intersection B equals to 1000 upon 3 into 5. Answer is 36. Answer is 66. Sorry, 66. Second, to find out the cardinality of A intersection C. How to find the cardinality of intersection C? A set which is used for 3 number and C set which is used for 7 into 7. Answer is 47. And next, to find out the cardinality for a B intersection C is cardinality for 5 and 7. 5 in B intersection C. So 1000 divisible by 5 into 7 equals to 28. Okay. So now here we need to find out the quantity for all the set which contains how many numbers which are divisible by all the three numbers. So quantity of A intersection B intersection C equals to 1000 upon 3 into 5 into 7. Answer is 9. Answer is 9. So there are 9 students which are study all the which are 9 numbers which are divisible by all the 3 numbers. Okay. So we have already determined all the value here. So now just to put this value in the theorem of a principle of inclusion exclusion. Okay. So number of students divisible by 3, nor by 5, nor by 7. How to find out? Number of students which are not divisible by 3, not by 5 and not by 7. How to find? So here A union B union C means the students which are not divisible by 3, not by 5, not by 7. We use the complement of A union B union C. Okay. So total how many numbers? There are 1000 numbers. Minus. So here total how many numbers? A union B union C. So how many numbers which are divisible by the any of the numbers, any of the 3 numbers. Okay. So minus means the total, these are numbers which are not divisible by 3, nor by 5, nor by 7. Okay. So 1000, and here we apply the principle of inclusion exclusion. This is we need to determine the value of A union B union C. So by using the principle of inclusion exclusion. Okay. So here principle of inclusion exclusion theorem is applied. Okay. Next 1000 minus 2 after the putting the value of all these intersection, quantity of all the intersections. So we will get the 457. These are the students, these are the numbers which are not divisible by 3, nor by 5, nor by 7. Okay. So next put the value in Venn diagrams. So total 9 numbers which are divisible by all the 3 languages. Okay. Quantity of B minus 57. We know how to determine this value. Okay. So total quantity minus 9. Okay. So after the putting the value, all the value, we will determine how many numbers which are divisible by 3 but not by 5 and 7. So this shaded region, these are numbers which are divisible by 3, not by 5. This number is 229. Okay. This is a answer for given question. Okay. So same way you can solve this example. If this type of question asked if the question asked in exam, out of how many integers 1 to 2000 which are divisible by 3, 5, 7 or 11, etc. Okay. So you can find the same way. We apply all these steps sequentially, step by step, and we will get right answer. Okay. So next question is, among 100 students, 32 study math, 20 study physics, 45 study biology, 15 study math and bio, 7 study math and physics, 10 study physics and bio, 30 do not study any of the 3 subjects. Okay. So total how many students? 100 students. Okay. So in these examples, already given how many students which are study which language, which subject. Okay. And how many students study in 2 subjects. All these things are given. Okay. And also is given how many students do not study any of the given subject. Okay. So there are 30 students, means total how many students which are involved? 100 minus 30 equals to 70. 70 students are studying out of these are 3 subjects, any of the 3 subjects. Okay. First question, find the number of students studying all the 3 subjects. And second question is, find number of students studying exactly one of the three subjects. Okay, so here total how many subjects? There are three subjects: math, physics and biology. So we need here to consider the three sets: M, P and B. Okay, so M set which contains the set of students studying math, B set contains the set of students studying physics, sorry, B set contain biology, and P set of students studying physics. Okay, M, quadratic of M means how many studying maths? There are 32 students studying math. Next, how many students study physics? There are 20 students studying physics. Okay. Next, how many students studying biology? There are 45 students studying biology. And last, next part is how many students studying math and bio? There are 15 students studying math and bio. Okay. Next, how many students studying math and physics? So there are 7 students studying math and physics, means M intersection P equals to 7. And how many students studying physics and math, bio, sorry, physics and bio? There are 10 students. P intersection P equals to 10. Okay, so here we first calculate how many students are involved. Okay, so here there are two things are given. There are two important things. First, total student 100 and 30 students not studying any of the three subjects. Okay, so M union P union B complement is given. So this is value 30. Okay, next M union P union B complement equals to, how to calculate? Equals to 100 minus M union P union B. Okay, so M union P union B complements, we know the value of this complement. So how to calculate? M union P union M union P union B equals to 100 minus 30 equals to 70. Answer is 70 is given. So here you find the value of a M, how many students are involved here. Okay, next here apply the principle of inclusion exclusion for three sets. Okay, so M union P union B equals to M quadratic of M plus quadratic of B, P plus quadratic of B minus quadratic of M intersection B, quadratic of minus quadratic of M intersection P minus quadratic of P intersection B plus quadratic of M intersection P intersection B. Here we find the how many students studying all the three languages. By using this principle of theorem, we can easily find the how many students studying all the three subjects. Okay, so thereafter the putting the value in this theorem, we will get the how many students studying three subjects. This is a 5 students. There are 5 students studying all the three subjects. Okay, so next the students who exactly, so which type of question asked here? First, find the number of students studying all the three subjects. We have already calculated here. We have already determined the total number of students. These students who study all the three subjects, so equals to quadratic of M intersection P intersection B equals to 5. There are 5 students. Next question, second question, find the number of students studying exactly one of the three subjects. So to find out the solution for this questions, we need to first to draw a diagram, then fill the all this Venn diagram by correct value, and then after that we can easily find the answer solution for the given question. Okay, so here we need to first to draw a Venn diagram. Here we have considered three sets. So common elements, how many students there are, students all the studying all the three languages, there are 5. Okay, after the putting M intersection P value is given. M intersection P 7 minus 5 2. Here we have fill the value 2. Okay, next same way we have fill the value in Venn diagram, and how many students to studying the exactly one subject. There are 15 plus 8 plus 25. So total 48 students study exactly one subject. Okay, so same way you can solve all the problems which asked in exam, will be asked in exam. Okay, so next example, this is a last example. Okay, so here in the class of 55 students, the number of students studying different subjects are as shown, are as given below. Math 23, physics 24, chemistry 19. Okay, maths plus physics equals to 12, math plus chemistry equals to 9, physics plus chemistry equals to 7. Now all the three subjects equals to 4. In this example, all this how many students studying all the three subjects is given. There are 4 students. Okay, total students is 55. Okay, first question, find the number of students who taken first at least one subject, exactly one subject, and exactly 2 subjects. At least means minimum one subject, maximum total how many subjects? There are 3 subjects, max 3. Exactly one means so here in here we need to find out the only exactly one subject studying students number, and exactly 2 subject means here we need to find out the students, how many students which are study exactly 2 subject. Okay, so now here we need to consider 3 subject. Here in this example there are 3 subjects, so we need to use the to define the 3 sets. M set which contains the set of students studying math, P set contains set of students studying physics, and C set contains the students set of students studying chemistry. Okay, cardinality of M is given 23, physics 24, and cardinality of C means student chemistry students contain 19. Cardinality of M intersection P equals to 12, cardinality of math and chemistry M intersection C equals to 9, and cardinality of physics and chemistry equals to 7. Okay, so and here one thing is given, that thing is total student 55. Okay, here is given how many students studying 3 subjects, so fill the 4 to fill the value in the Venn diagram. Okay, 4. Next, to calculate, to subtract the value here and to put the 8. Okay, so same way we fill the all the value in Venn diagram. Study, so here we need to find out the how many students study at least one subject. Student study at least one subject, 6. All the students here we consider 6 plus 8 plus 9 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7. So total student is 42. Okay, at exactly 1 means this shaded region is the solution for a given question. Number of students studying exactly one subject equals to 22, means 6 plus 9 plus 7. And third is how many students study exactly 2 subjects, 8 plus 7 5 plus 3 equals to 16 students. Okay, so we have already solved, there are 4 questions examples here. So I think all the concept will be clear here. So thanks students, we will see in next session principle of duality, and then after that we will study multi sets. Okay, thank you all of you.